You can also ask, is it possible to journalize the above payment using another way in Sage Simply Accounting? If yes, please indicate it, of course. Is it possible that you record the same transaction, but using another way on Sage Simply? So I'm giving you, let's say, the lines to describe. Of course, you can use the company module, the general journal. Okay, simple as that. If you say company module, general journal, if you write it there, it's going to be correct. And the last question on this window, imagine that you select window 1, report display payment transaction detail. What will be the journal entry that will appear? So if you go back to this window, what's the journal entry? Obviously, if you see this is expense, you see the expense, and this is the account 57,600. All right, so you will be debiting rent marketing for this account 57,600, and you will be crediting what? So you have to look at what is the payment. It's going to be paid by check, and this is the account that you're taking the money from. So you will be crediting Regal Bank current, and this is the credit side. That's it. This is the question, or these are 3 questions on a capture. Okay. This is the style of the questions that you may face. Let's go to another question, and then I give you the mic. All right, presented below, it's another capture. And if you look at the top, it's sales. It's clear when we call sales. And also, we have the title. It's a sales invoice right there. And we have every single thing in every single field blank in this window too. All right, I say complete the invoice, which is presented above using the following information. So I give you, let's say, an invoice, number, the date, the item, the quantity sold, the price of the item one, the cost of the item, the tax, of course, that you have to fill on in case you ask about the cost, tax as well, customer, shipping address, item, quantity sold, the price, the cost of the item one per unit, etc. So, and you go back to fill in the blanks. That's it. To fill in the blanks. Not necessary that you're going to use all this information. So you know that we have to take only the elements that you need to fill in this window too. Okay, so it looks like you are using the software. So for the students, if I give you these details, I say that please journalize this transaction, I think that the students will be doing the same thing. All right. All right, if the company is using perpetual inventory system, an inventory account exists for each item sold. So what is the journal entry? So what is the journal entry? Of course, every time we prepare a journal entry, we click on report display. Okay. And when displaying the sales transaction, you remember, guys, that we debit the cash or we debit account receivable. It depends on the method of payment. For example, in this situation is pay later. So you will be debiting accounts receivable, all right? And you will crediting the revenue for the amount provided in the details there. But at the same time, you will be debiting the cost of goods sold and you credit the inventory. And that's why I provided the price and the cost. Okay, the price and the cost are important. The cost is to compute the cost of goods sold, and the price is to compute for the revenue. Okay. All right, this is imagine that TBS leaders, the customer return merchandise to your company as follows. So this is to record what? A transaction and how can we fill in an invoice, but you know that this invoice is indicating what? Returns. The only difference that in case of returns, you will just fill in this item but just making the negative quantity. Okay, so if the student will making it negative quantity, of course, use the details and you make the negative quantity, you will make it correct. Okay, up to this level, guys, I would like to ask you, of course, if you have any question, please let me know before that I pursue talking about the final exam, etc.
All clear, sir.
All right. All right, keep in mind, guys, that for the final exam, for this course of bookkeeping, you will not be finding challenging questions. You will be finding questions that are so regular, so common, and it's obvious that these questions should be related to things that we discover together, not provided in a project, for example, and you have to search for how can we do it on Sage 50. Probably there is a lot of difference. The projects اللي أعطيتهمكم that I assigned to you فيهم ساعات sometimes challenging questions, and you have to look, let's say you have to check the help. We have to go to understand on the net what does it mean this, what does it mean that. Now it's not the final exam. The final exam you will be asked on things that we discover together. معناتها اللي موجودين في recordings اللي موجودين في in the sessions مع بعضنا. So اللي قريناه الكل واللي هو موجود في الباك اب. You remember these are the list of backups اللي عملناهم الكل. So of course ترجع للباك اب and you take benefit from the session ولا details on the session. راهو هذاك هو المهم. not the project. معناتها the details اللي موجودين في البروجكتس راهم مش يكونوا موجودين في الفاينل exam the same way. So the final exam is an assessment on what you learn on Sage 50. أما what you learned in what? In the things that I provided, the professor provided in class. Okay.
Yes, sir, clear.
All right, so and then okay guys, you can, okay, I said okay, prepare this document to you. This document is including as well some multiple choice questions. أما multiple choice questions خلينا نقول لكم حاجة إنه some multiple choice questions اللي احنا ما حكيناش عليهم. For example, the question 3 هذه you can eliminate it خاطر ما حكيناش على harmonized sales tax اللي هي it's a Canadian sales tax. It's similar to the VAT in Tunisia, the value added tax. So please eliminate the question 3 اللي هي one of the MCQs. راه عطيتكم مش في الفاينل اكزام باش تلقى 15 MCQs. هما questions اللي I asked in previous final exams. معناتها تنجم تلقى in the final exam 3-4 questions اللي هما like this MCQs. أما ما باش تلقى 15 questions obviously. So just here it's an information إنه راهم these questions were asked in previous exams. So the question 3 please eliminate it. For the rest all of them are included. Of course you can check them. Is it okay?
Yes, Professor. Can we? How will we know if our answers are correct or no? Is there a solution?
Honestly, I'm not providing a solution to this. If you would like to check whether or not you're correct, please send me your work.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just send me your work and I will give you my comments. Is it okay, guys?
Yes, Professor,
So,
it's okay.
just one more thing. احنا الفاينل exam, I don't know, it's planned to be on the 26th, if I'm not mistaken, right there, right?
Yes, it's on the Thursday.
Yes, on Thursday, 26th of May. If you have any question, guys, just to let you know, إني باش نكون عندي availability at 100% to you في البيريد اللي هي 23-26. معناتها every single email I receive في الوقت هذايا راني باش نكون responsive at 100% إذا كاني كنت حي من أهل الدنيا. معناتها for the students أنا نعرف إنه باش تكون فما بريسيون. so الكويشنز باش يكون الانسر نتاعي rapid so quick so باش نكون هنا available 100% to answer your questions in case you have questions. Okay.
Okay, Professor, thank you.
Excellent.
Okay,
Okay,
sir,
guys.
thank you.
This is
Sir, just
all right.
one
Yes, please.
thing.
Yes,
مسيو ما تنجمش تحل لنا الكويز نتاع اللي هي الاكزام نتاع الميد تيرم تاع الميد تيرم كويز؟
you mean انك تاخذ الدوكيمنت تعاود تخدم مي تيرم.
اي.
Oh yes, I
Just
can do.
practice.
No, I can do it, of course.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I can do that. Okay, نجم نحط لكم حتى الدوكيمنت نتاع الميد تيرم اكزام وتعاودوا تخدموه bien sûr.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, it's going to be immediate. تنحطها tout de suite. What else? نرجع للبروجكتس يا جماعة. البروجكتس عطيتكم ديدلاين هكا ولا؟
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The 15th
فوالا
of
ما
May.
تنساوش exact انه is the 15th. So if عندنا 4 days 13 hours remaining هكا ولا؟ So I will grade you في البروجكتس هذايا not on whether it's correct or not. راهو لا. I will grade you on the efforts. تنجم تخدم البروجكت هذايا and you will get 100 وانت مش بالضرورة خدمت كل شيء صحيح. No problems for me. أما the most important thing إنه I can see the effort. معناتها حاولت تعمل الحكاية هذيا حتى ولو عملتها غلط. It's not a problem for me. ثم حاجات موجودين في وسط البروجكت اللي ما شفناهمش قبل مع بعضنا. وهو كان الأوبجيكتيف متاع البروجكتس. إنه every time وقت اللي نتعلموا السوفت وير ما نجموش نقراو السوفت وير 100% باش تكون ديما فما حاجات اللي هما اكسترا موجودين مازلنا ما شفناهمش. So في البروجكتس I ask questions على حاجات نعرفوهم and also I ask questions on things that we didn't discover before. فالeffort متاعك انه how to solve the problem ولا how to deal with these questions هذاك هو effort that I'm looking at. One piece of advice يا جماعة راهو السوفت وير يعني ذكي برشا مش معناتها ذكي مع alright يعني إذا كان أنت you will be sharing your work with your classmate مثلا واحد خدم إذا كان ثم فايل عنده نفس السورس وإذا it's something that I can detect راهو of course is going to affect the grade. So أنا نحب إنه أي student يخدم وحده that's it. إن تحاول تعمل effort وحدك. Don't worry about the grade. ما يهمنيش صحيح ولا غلط. I don't care. The only thing إنه صار الeffort. That's it. So please ما تحاولوش you share معناتها السورس هي نفسها تقعد so I can understand نجم نعرف إنه السورس هي نفسها so تأثر في الجريد من بعد للboth students. So please ما تحرمش روحك إنك تاخذ excellent grade في البروجكت. Just do the effort by your own. وكهو. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Alright guys, it's a light course. It's a light course. It's not complicated. معناتها مش حاجة صعيبة. Final exam. It's a habit. خلينا نقول في last years نجم نكون متأكد بنسبة 100% إنه ثم تقريبا 30% من students 40% ينجموا ياخذوا A في الكورس هذايا with no problems A. So معناتها please if you are able to get an A get an A معناتها خاطر الكورس هذا ما يتعودش برشا. Next year we will have together 2 courses course on advanced accounting and another course on special topics in accounting ما عندهمش علاقة تماما بالbookkeeping. You'll see that of course the advanced accounting is going to be solid, it's going to be difficult, it's not easy like the accounting technology and bookkeeping. So please معناتها بالحق it's an opportunity انك تاخذ احسن جريد ممكن ناخذها is going to be helpful في الجي بي ام تاعك. هذه نصيحتي. الكورس هذا الكورس بتاع 4.
Inshallah, sir, we will get the good grades.
And as I promised before, certifications on Sage 50 will be issued to you. Honestly عمناول جماعة عمناول باش ياخذوا certificates نتاعهم بسلامة ربي مع graduation. So I'm planning to do the same thing with you. So with the graduation باش إن شاء الله نعطيكم certificates on Sage 50 for those students اللي هما ياخذوا A في الكورس. So please get this certification, get this A, get this 4. This is the only thing اللي أنا نركز عليه معكم. So certifications is recognized خاطر I'm officially a stage partner. I can sign, of course, I can sign the certifications. معناتها عندي الحق legally إني I sign the certifications as an official sage partner. Is it okay, guys? So if you don't have any question, so that's it. If you have any other questions, I'm all yours.
Monsieur,
Bayram.
I sent you an email last weekend about the project.
Yes.
I had 2 questions for my project errata.com on page 5.
Yes.
For the first question was the date. The date was for my project was March 23rd and March in general, but it's 2018. Is it wrong because we're working on 2022?
هو السيشن ديت اللي اعطاها لك في errata.com is what?
Is April 2022, April 1st or 15th.
Okay. وشنو المشكلة؟ What's the problem معناتها؟
The problem is, Professor, for when I'm trying to record the historical invoices for customer and supplier, I found
Yes.
that the dates are March 23rd, 2018, and later on we see that these invoices were paid, so with discount, meaning that they are on March 2022 for the discount to be active with them.
So I have to double check it this one. نرجع نثبتها في errata.com. It could be an error. It could be not. So I don't know. Honestly, نجاوبك أنا via email is much better than me.
Yeah, Professor, I already sent you the email. Just
Yes. All
respond to
right.
me.
So I will. Yes, I will go back and I will check your email and I will be answering you today.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
This the only question for you, or you have another question? اللي بعثها déjà.
Yes, in the same email for the invoice, when we record these invoices, for example, for the customer, the invoice's name is invoice 270. Do we denote the number 270 only, or do we denote invoice 270 when we record it?
Just 270 because the invoice number is the only information that we need. ما تبش تحط في الفيلد just the number.
And for the part where it's a code like HP underscore 662, we denote it together or just the 662 only?
it depends how it's spelled. معناتها نجم نكتب في الانفويس number with something اللي احنا نعرفوه already. انه we can add some additional comments. مثلا وقت اللي عملنا الريتيرنز زدنا مع الانفويس نمبر زدنا ميمو ولا كريدت ميمو. So yes معناتها إذا كان هو قال لك this is the invoice and how it's spelled, so تحطها كما هي as is. إذا كان فيها numbers فيها characters, so تحطهم كما هي. So not necessarily the number. معناتها هو شو طلب منك.
Okay, clear. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, guys, was the problem of the two courses at the same day addressed by the administration?
Yes sir. وبدلوه على خاطر already نحنا خلف زوز هيكم فما شكون منا يعديو LP دونك 3 exams فرد نهار. يا أخي نحونا taxation بدلوها نهار واحد.
Excellent. معناتها officially باش تكون عندكم just the on Thursday bookkeeping.
Yes bookkeeping I think للي متايحين LP يعديو LP.
شنو ال LP؟
linear programming.
All right. Okay, guys. Good luck to all of you. If you don't have any other questions, so of course, if you need any help, كما قلت لكم, I'm going to be responsive في الأيامات الطويلة. بالperiod today it's so difficult. We do have a lot of pressure. I apologize رامي, ممكن تبعث لي ايميل عندك برشا. I didn't answer to you because I do have a lot of pressure, but I promise to answer you today inshallah.
It's okay, Professor. We still have time for the project, so as soon as you're available, send me the response.
It's okay. For today, inshallah, you'll have the answer.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yes, of course, and this is true to everyone. Of course, you can send me an email. Yes, Mariam, of course, you have to send me an email if you have any question. But يعني ديما احسب at least في البيريد هذيا نحكي لك انه عندي ديما 24 hours lag. معناتها نجاوب موام ثم هكا 24 ساعة. نجم نجاوبك بعد ساعة كما نجم نجاوبك after 24 hours. كما قلت لكم in this period we do have a lot of pressure. مش يكون الوقت ضيق برشا. من بعد في الفاينل اكزام في الفاينل اكزام ويك I go to be responsible خاطر في البيريد هذيك نكونوا نفضيو ديما رواحنا للستودنتس. Okay, guys, if you don't have any other questions, I would like to thank you so much, and I wish you good luck, and thank you for being, let's say, I don't know. So thank you for sharing this experience on Sage 50. Together we had the course. It was a light course, as I told you before, and of course, inshallah, نشوف بعضنا the next year in some advanced courses, particularly advanced accounting and special topics in accounting. إذا حب ربي إن شاء الله.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, and good luck for all your final exams.
Thank you. Thank you sir.
Thank you.